Heathen Thought of the Day.
Welcome back for another Thought of the Day here at Heathen the Movie.
So I'm about to sneeze. You
Great,
go.
I'll start then. I've been thinking about how we watched a reality show competition called Scream Queens, where they were trying to find the next Scream Queen. So someone
For Saw.
For one of the Saw movies, yeah. And that was a revelation to me because growing up, when I initially wanted to be in the film industry as an actress, I always mourned the fact that there were so many like singing competitions and all of this stuff, and I was like, where are the acting competitions at? And nowadays on TV you get, you know, sculpting, woodworking, painting, you name it, and yet I still haven't found any other one apart from Scream Queens that deals with acting.
Just bring back Scream Queens.
Scream Queens was brilliant.
Why was there only 2 seasons? I'll take like 30 seasons of that, please.
It was
just as many
so
Saw movies as there are.
It was so entertaining. The only thing I can't fathom is how they didn't get anyone with any actual talent to be in it.
They also, some of the things that these, you know, because Scream Queens, it's girl versus girl versus girl versus girl. Women, ladies, girls are vindictive and they all hate each other. A lot of them, especially when they're in competition. And this is the perfect example of that. Do you remember a particular insult that was thrown in that? I can't repeat it. Was it
that something racist?
Yeah, and I think Scream Queens came out in maybe like 2006, 7, 8, something like that. And it's shown in the show. No one really makes a big deal about it either, and that was quite refreshing. And yeah, but it was just kind of shocking in a way. As someone who's not shocked ever. Yeah,
so bring back Scream Queens.
Yeah,
or give me something similar.
I second that. So, but you're way too talented to be in Scream Queens.
I would have given it a go. The only thing that I was like, was when they had to have...
Also, then you'll be in like Saw 13 or whatever. That's not a good starting point.
But that's just the first season. You know, if this had taken off, and Lord only knows why it hasn't, because I would rather watch Scream Queens over something like Love Island.
Yeah.
Any lifetime.
Well, at least you're seeing people do something with, you know, a degree of talent.
Not just being there.
Yeah, just being there, standing around, brushing your teeth, combing your hair.
Fascinating.
Having just no-brain conversations.
But, yeah. So, sorry, what was your thought?
My thought was how... Obviously, we all have our favourite movies. People might want to list them, like my top 10 favourite movies, whatever like that. And we also have our least favourite movies. And for a long time, set in stone, I had seen, you know, the worst movies I ever thought I was going to see. So for a long time, let's just say the 5 movies that I consider to be the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
They were that 5 for years and years and years. And really, since, say, 2020, something like this, 2019, there are just candidates coming out of my ears now. Every single newer movie that I see gives itself a shot at being in my bottom 5. And what's more striking is now they're movies from, you know, movie series, franchises, if you want to call them that I never thought would be in contention. So if you take Scream 5 as an example, that is 100% in my, you know, bottom 5 movies of all time. Then you have other candidates like Prey, which is technically a Predator movie. The Candyman movie. I never thought a Candyman movie would be a contender for being one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Could have been a contender.
I've just previously said Scream 5. You've also got the Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I never thought Texas Chainsaw Massacre flick would be in contention to be in my worst flicks of all time. Then you've got The Craft Legacy. Right, I never thought a sequel to The Craft, a movie that I absolutely love. You love The Craft too, right? Mm-hmm. I never thought the sequel to The Craft would be in contention. And I was literally about to say as well, the Wrong Turn remake. You know, the Wrong Turn original isn't in my favourite movies or anything like that, but it's an enjoyable, fun survival movie. The remake, on the other hand, just like, absolutely forget it. So
I'm really more curious about what. Give me just one of your original 5.
One of my original 5 worst. Well, I still think hands down the worst movie I've ever seen is this film called Elizabethtown. And it's done. I forget who the director was, but I've seen his previous movies. And
Is that some sort of western? Or
no,
something?
no, absolutely not. It stars Kirsten Dunst, Orlando Bloom, and I don't even remember what the stupid thing is even about. But there are scenes in that it just leave me speechless. And I've never gone to revisit it. So, and I watched this movie probably, I don't even know how long ago, ages ago, and it's still stuck in my head as just absolutely terrible. Another one was Scott Pilgrim versus the World. In that movie's defense, I guess I didn't really know much about what it was. If I had known what it was about, I probably would have stayed as far away from it as I possibly could. But that was, again, maybe made me gag how bad it was. So yeah, these types of movies, and now it's gone to a whole other level. Yeah, I'm getting the wrong people making Scream, and they're putting it into bottom 5 contention, certainly. And it's not just that either. It's also television. If you think, what the hell is happening? There was this period in time where I was watching, say, Banshee, Sons of Anarchy, Ray Donovan, Breaking Bad, Carnival, things like this. Now, you've got Rings of Power. Just mind-bogglingly stupid. Everyone involved in that production should be ashamed of themselves. There's not one saving grace in that TV show. Which just goes to show
You never end.
Money doesn't guarantee success or quality. Well,
I love
yeah,
how every time there's a pause,
I will just go on forever
I'm like,
about
right,
what I hate.
We can cut, but you're the one who has
because
to cut the camera
hate fuels
off.
me.
Every time I'm like, oh, this will be short and sweet, and then you're just like,
When did I ever say it would be? When do I ever say it will be short
you
and
don't.
sweet? Well,
in
then,
my mind, that's what
don't
thought
be,
of the day is
well,
to me.
I don't know why you're having that thought now, because here I am with my thoughts.
All right, just stop the camera now.
So yeah, I wonder who the next person is to bring out a bottom 10 movie.